Welcome to my kitchen. I'm Chris and this is my friend Bella. Today we're gonna make for you a breakfast burrito. It's a delicious tortilla with scrambled eggs inside. Use one more egg than the number of people you're preparing for. So we're gonna start by warming up our tortillas. These are the soft taco size, one per person. Put them on a big sheet of foil and bring it together and wrap them up like this, kind of making a little packet to keep them nice and snug inside the foil. I've already put my oven on to 350 degrees so it's nice and warm. Go ahead and put those in there while you assemble the rest of your ingredients, and they'll be nice and warm when you need them. Next, we're gonna slice one green onion. You have this end over here with some roots. You need to chop that part completely off. You don't eat that part. And then if there's any sort of skin or peel that comes off easily, you can get rid of that as well. And then you're simply gonna use your knife, cutting on your cutting surface that's very safe for you, not directly on the counter or on a plate. You're gonna make thin slices of the green onion. Keep on cutting the whole way up into the green part because that part tastes delicious. I have a little bit of skin here I ran into. I'm gonna peel that off. And let's get a few more slices. Again, the green part is delicious and it looks pretty too, so get some of that. We also need some shredded cheese. You could use any kind of cheese that you like, and this is a shredder or a grater. I'm gonna use the medium side, and holding it by my hand, I'm gonna rub the cheese in one direction, and it's gonna shred it for me, just like that. So Bella, can you finish shredding the cheese for me? And I'm gonna go ahead and prepare the eggs now. So I'm gonna use 4 eggs into a small bowl. Watch out for shells. If you get any in there, take them out. Okay, and to that, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of milk. Get your measuring spoons, and the largest one is always the tablespoon. 1, 2, there we go. And then I'm simply gonna whisk these together, breaking up the egg yolks and incorporating everything. If you don't have this tool called a whisk, you can use a fork. It's always great when you have a recipe to read through the instructions and make sure you've done any work ahead of time. Because, for example, if your recipe calls for shredded cheddar cheese and you're cooking and you need the shredded cheddar and it's not shredded, then you'll be a little bit behind. So prepare all of your ingredients ahead of time. Makes it more efficient. Okay, so I want this completely mixed into a nice, uniform, light yellow solution here. Great. And now I'm gonna put a little bit of butter in my skillet, like 1 slice, just like that. And I'm gonna put it on medium-high. Okay, that looks great, Bella. You can stop there because when the chunk of cheese gets really, really small like that, you're in danger of cutting your fingers if you keep on grating. All right, now we're ready to melt our butter in our skillet, and we're gonna begin by sauteing that green onion. So go ahead and scoop that into the butter, like that. And saute means you just move it around the skillet in the little bit of fat, in this case melted butter, while it cooks. This gives it a really great flavor and softens it up a little bit so you don't bite into a crunchy piece of onion. So just about a minute. This tool that I'm using is a rubber spatula and it's heat resistant. So I can use this in my skillet to move foods around and touch the skillet and it won't melt. So make sure you use a tool that's safe for that as well. A wooden spoon would also work if you don't have one of these. Okay, that's sauteed enough. So Bella, can you get our egg mixture in the bowl? And go ahead and dump it right in there. The whole thing. Beautiful. Perfect. And now, all I'm going to be doing basically is making scrambled eggs. That means that while the eggs are cooking, I'm lightly pushing them across the surface of the skillet so that all parts of the egg can cook. This will take a few minutes. You have to be a little patient. If you crank it up to high, your eggs might burn. So scrambled eggs cook best on medium to medium low. Okay, my eggs are cooking. They're firming up quite a bit. So before they're all the way done, we're going to add the cheese. So Bella, go ahead and move the grater. Pick it up carefully. Yeah, there you go. and then just set it aside. And you can take that 1/2 cup measuring cup there and fill that with your shredded cheese. That's perfect. Okay, and this is just the right spot where we would add the cheese. The eggs are almost done, but not all the way, so go ahead and sprinkle that on there. Perfect. And all I'm going to do now is let the eggs finish cooking while the cheese melts. Looks and smells delicious. Okay, those are done, so I'm going to turn off my burner, and I'm going to give them a little sprinkling of salt and pepper to make them really tasty. Perfect. And now I'm going to get those tortillas out of the oven and build my burritos. Use a pot holder when removing hot things from the oven so you don't burn your hands. Open the oven door. Stand to the side, not directly in front of it so you don't get burned. Pull the rack out and then remove your item carefully. Push the rack back and close it up. Okay, now I'm ready to build my breakfast burrito. I'm going to open up my foil packet. And I have nice warm tortillas. Bella, there's one for you. And here's one for me. So I'm going to take about 1/3 of the eggs and put it in sort of like a row, like right in the middle of my tortilla in a skinny row, just like this. And I'm going to top it with a little bit of salsa, tomato salsa right from the jar. Okay, Bella, why don't you go ahead and put your eggs and salsa on your burrito, and then we'll fold it. I'll move this over here for you a little bit.
It smells so good.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Would you like a little bit of salsa on there? Okay, now to fold it, we're going to take the short ends here and fold those in first, just like that. And then flip one of the long ends right over like that. Tuck it in a little bit like this, and then keep rolling and folding until it is like a nice log burrito shape. Beautiful. And there you go, breakfast burrito.